Most gardeners never realize this, but the first 48 hours after assembling a compost pile determine whether you get rich, black soil or a smelly, slow decaying mess. That's the hidden truth about home composting. It's not about how much material you throw in over weeks or months. It's about how you set up the biology to thrive from the very start. Building the pile for consistent heat is, honestly, one of the most important steps you can take. The next critical step is building the pile with enough mass to generate and maintain heat. A pile around 3 to 4 feet tall and a similar width works well for home gardens. Too small, and the pile won't sustain microbial activity. Too large, and it becomes difficult to manage. Once assembled, press the materials lightly, not too firm. You want good contact for microbes, but space for oxygen. Within 24 to 48 hours, you should see a temperature increase in the core. Microbial activity produces heat naturally, and the pile may reach 140 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit if conditions are ideal. That heat breaks down tough materials, kills pathogens, and accelerates composting. If you plan to include kitchen scraps during the first 2 weeks, processing them first is crucial. Blend fruit and vegetable scraps into a slurry or finely chop them. Add a small amount of water to create a workable consistency and incorporate them into the center of the pile. These scraps act as a concentrated nitrogen boost that accelerates microbial reproduction and overall decomposition. Cover them with brown material to prevent odors and pests. Turning is optional but strategic. Many guides insist on turning your pile every few days. In practice, that's only necessary if the pile is cooling too fast or developing anaerobic zones. A well-structured, layered pile heats evenly on its own. After about 1 week, check the pile. If the center has cooled or the outer edges remain undecomposed, turn lightly with a pitchfork, bringing the outer materials into the center. This reintroduces oxygen and encourages uniform microbial activity. Overturning slows the process by releasing heat prematurely, so limit turning to just what the pile actually needs. So what should you expect during the first month? By week 2, the pile begins changing color and texture. Greens disappear first, leaving browns softened and darkening. The pile will shrink slightly as moisture evaporates and carbon is metabolized. Temperature usually stabilizes around 130 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Still high enough for active microbial growth. At this stage, if the pile seems to be slowing down, a small boost of grass clippings or pre-composted scraps from the electric composter can kickstart activity again. This approach keeps the biology in balance and prevents stagnation. Around week 4, the bottom layers start resembling fine, dark soil. You can begin harvesting partially finished compost for top-dressing your garden beds while leaving the top layers to continue decomposing. This staggered harvest is one of the advantages of a properly built pile. You get usable compost continuously rather than waiting for a single batch to finish. The real goal is long-term integration and use. By 6 weeks, you'll have rich, crumbly compost, nutrient-dense and perfect for your garden. Use it as a top dressing, mix into raised beds, or add to new planting areas. Properly applied, compost boosts moisture retention, microbial life, and root health. Once your setup is in place, the process continues with minimal effort. This means better soil, higher yields, and less wasted work. Composting at home is about letting nature do the heavy lifting. Follow these steps for reliable, high-quality compost year after year. The Ouken electric composter can make things even easier. Link in the description. With the right structure and patience, home composting is simple, rewarding, and transformative.